Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh.
Hey buddy.
Hey.
I got energy today.
Good, I'm glad.
You usually
Jesus.
get on me about it.
Yeah, well, it's because you're on this new diet or whatever.
What?
You're actually treating your body right.
Trying to.
It'll give you some energy if you do that.
Yeah. Coming out of a stomach virus, you'll feel like you got all the energy in the world.
Oh,
too.
yeah. You feel like a million
Compared.
bucks. I feel like I'm staring into your eyes way more than I normally am.
Well, because I usually sit like this.
Yeah, that's true.
But I keep bumping my leg.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, so 97.
Episode 97.
Yeah. I want to clarify something from last week just because I've been thinking about it. Nobody said anything to me, but I've been thinking about it. There are things from your past that can hinder your relationships, but when you just willy-nilly use it as like a give me or an out or whatever.
I think we said that.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Enough.
clarify up top.
Josh doesn't think childhood trauma doesn't
affects you at all.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, to a degree.
All right.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I want to clarify this too. New episodes now come out on Saturdays.
Yes.
They do not come out on Fridays. They come out on Saturdays.
Sorry, Riley.
Yeah. And I'm way behind on posting screenshots on Instagram. So if you see one that pops up and you're like, have I seen that one before?
From
You have.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's just because.
Shout out Matt Gregg. Matt Gregg tried to listen to the episode that had Derek on it yesterday. And he was like, it didn't pop up on my YouTube or whatever. And I was like, oh, well, it was from 2 months ago. So.
Yeah, the one with Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, because he saw the thing on Instagram. I did too. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Santa Claus?
No,
Christmas?
I think it was.
I had one of your silly headlines on it.
Yeah, they're all goofy.
Yeah.
Let's see what it said.
It was something about Santa's not real or Christmas isn't real or something. I might have made that up.
Is Santa real?
Is Santa
Yeah.
real?
I posted one today, a screenshot, and it was the what's a pie cost? Do you know what a pie cost? Also, hit us up on Instagram if you want to hear us talk about anything.
Yeah, specific. If y'all have topics
And
you want our take on.
We have a phone number that you can voicemail or text 205-523-5934. Give us a follow on Instagram. Give us a follow on YouTube.
Subscribe,
like,
interact, listen,
also
take notes, use in discussions later.
Yeah,
That's the point.
yeah, absolutely.
We're a teaching podcast. I think the Nate Bargatze's podcast is somehow under education.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Also, shout out Cobra, new Cobra t-shirt.
Oh, it looks soft.
It's a soft style. It's a Gildan soft style. But they're actually doing some t-shirt giveaways right now.
Ooh.
If you like and share one of the posts. So go check them out. If you want...
It's our new sponsor, Cobra.
Yeah, our new sponsor, Cobra. If you want to get in better shape this year, Lee, go sign up for a class. You get a free class. Check it out. See how you like it. I love it. Super fun. It's a real good cardio workout.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger.
Good.
I feel like.
Now we got to work on that diet. The diet is now we're on the diet.
Now, if you do that, you don't have to worry about diet. Scientific proven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As long as we're following the signs.
Oh, yeah. We're following the
The
science.
nutrition doesn't matter.
Just like.
Burn in more than you take in. Doesn't matter what you take in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like Kamala Harris. She's real good about following the science.
Dude, I came across a tweet or a quote of hers the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't a tweet. She said this into a microphone in front of people with cameras.
Yeah.
And it was just it was beautiful and bold and poignant, I might add.
That's a good one.
Brought me almost to tears. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely. I think I've already heard it, but
Okay. This is straight from her, our vice president, the second most powerful person in the world. Unless you're Putin, I guess, right now. But we'll see what she has to say
I
about
haven't pooted yet, but
Okay.
I might before the.
Here we go. Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine, so basically that's wrong. End quote.
Nice.
I mean, what more do you want in a speech?
I mean, most of those are facts.
She
That's
wasn't
just-
wrong.
So here's what I think happened. Is somebody said, "Hey,
We need you to make a statement.
we need you to make a statement."
Don't rock the boat.
And she went to Wikipedia and then was like, Russia, Wikipedia Ukraine.
Or she asked her niece in
Yeah.
middle school, what do you know? Are they close to each other?
It reminds me of it was like the Hangover 2 or the Hangover 3 where he gets up, Zach Galifianakis gets up and
To
it was
give like a speech.
give a speech and he was like, Thailand is home to.
I mean, it's not far. Like you said, though, she's accurate.
Yeah. Well, so if you think that is poignant,
It was beautiful.
beautiful,
Touched me.
really, so one of the greatest poets of our generation also commented on this, and
Is it Wendy Williams?
no, it's Cardi B.
Oh,
Yeah. And she posted on TikTok the other day. She said, "I'm not really on NATO's side, not really on Russia's side. I'm actually in the citizen side."
shouldn't we all?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the world is having a crisis right now. The inflation, not only in America, but everywhere in the world, it's really hard to get the economy back up. There is so much shipments and embarkments backed up. China's not really messing with us. So a lot of things are behind. A lot of goods are behind. And this S word just made it a lot more complicated. So I'm really just annoyed by this. So
I needed to hear that.
yeah, I mean
Well, it's because it's important.
yeah. And
She's
she,
important. What she's talking about is important.
She had also said, I wish these world leaders would stop tripping about power. Really think about it. Who's really getting affected? It sounds pretty anti-war and humanitarian to me, is what this person commented on hers. Like she's very anti-war.
So we need to chill on power and success and money.
Yeah.
Then she should have stopped singing after like 2 songs.
Well, I mean, look, dude. She's on the people's side.
Yeah. The citizens.
The citizen side. Yeah.
That's
Of who? But we don't know. Maybe both citizens?
That's like on The Office when Ryan makes this toast at the wedding and he's like, and the mothers of the troops on both sides. People
Yeah.
are like,
I mean, really,
it's the citizens.
it's the citizens, and like these world leaders got to stop tripping, you know?
Well, if that's,
It's- Like I said, like the I would say like Shakespeare, Cardi B, like they're very, very close to being the same.
They're both black women. Do we need to?
Shakespeare? Oh, no. Let's not. I'm not going to say that.
No. We've already said, like, y'all are picking on black women.
It'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Just now that we've had both of these very influential people speak out,
Yeah.
it means a lot.
Absolutely.
And I'm fired up.
Yeah. I think so I saw a meme the other day that was, do you know have you seen the 2 UFC guys from Russia?
I've seen little Smirnoff or whatever
Yeah,
his name is.
the little
He runs
guys.
around with Khabib.
Yeah. It was a meme the other day that was like, when you're going to war but realize you have to kill Hezbollah, which is his name, and it was like a guy crying. That's pretty funny.
That's right.
Hezbollah.
So are they Russian?
Yeah.
All of them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was,
but they're not like Kazakhstan or Ugus. They're not. They're actually Russian, or they're from some little country near Russia.
No, they're
Russian.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
I could be.
I've wondered, but never Googled it.
Yeah.
So this seems like a good time to Google.
I'm pretty sure they're Russian.
They're not from
Russian mixed martial artists.
So they're not. They're not just Slavic. They're actually Russian.
Khabib is from Russia.
Yeah.
And so that was actually a point that me and somebody else were talking about this weekend. Is there were a lot of sporting events that like banned Russian teams during like F1, Formula One racing. They banned Russian teams from competing this past weekend. Soccer came out and said like we're not gonna let Russian teams compete this weekend, but the UFC was like, hey, it's the main card, Russian, bro. Yeah. It's the main card this weekend. We can't let him not fight. Islam. Mazakov
destroyed that guy the first round.
Okay, but that
did you
guy,
have money on the other guy?
No. I had money on Islam. That sounds weird to say out loud.
So you're a fan of Islam?
I'm a big fan of Islam.
Somebody screen grab that 4 seconds.
But so Bobby Green had like a week's notice on that fight because the other guy he was supposed to fight, that Islam was supposed to fight, got hurt. And so he had to back out of the fight. And so Bobby Green's not even ranked. Okay. And so everybody knew it was like you had to bet $1,200 to win $100 on Islam. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. Is that what you did?
No, I bet it. I bet a couple of the rounds that Islam would knock him out or
in the first round.
I put first round, second round. So I was okay.
Cool. So they're Russian.
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah. They're in Islam. Islam's coming up, going to have a title shot here pretty soon, I think, against Oliveira, and I have no idea how to rate that fight.
Maybe not throw money at it. Maybe just to watch it.
It's going to be tough.
It's like a coin flip, right?
Oliveira is a fantastic jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's dumb.
Well, it would be essentially like saying Oliveira versus Khabib, because at this point, Islam is like in Khabib's footsteps. Like Khabib is training him. He's 21-1, which was like the one was like a long time ago too.
Yeah,
so
I've watched all of his fights on YouTube, all the highlights.
Islam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm trying to keep up with you guys.
Well, good.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the limited I know, I'm not picking against Oliveira.
Oliveira's just so good, man. But a lot of people. So I saw an interesting thing this past week with talking about Khabib and Islam. Is somebody was saying? Let me see if I can find that. Said Khabib and Islam took the same career path of beating up unranked opponents and barely ranked components to compile a glossy yet empty record. Khabib is 29-0. Some say the GOAT, yet barely fought top 5 or top 10 guys. Islam is 22-1, top rank, yet 0 top 5 wins and barely any top 10. But that's kind of the name of the game, though, too. It's like you got to fight these guys who are and work your way up to fight a top 10. And then by the time that Khabib was in the top 10, he was like
beating everybody.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, I promised my dad I'm going to get out of here. It would be a little fishy if Islam did the same thing where he was like, he got to number 1. And then he was like, hey, I promised my grandmother I wouldn't fight anymore. Or I got to go fight Ukraine now or something. Yeah. You know.
Do you think Khabib would still be the title holder if he hadn't retired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that Oliveira has anything to
beat him with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he caught him in something, but that's like,
nobody has.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Khabib was a beast.
But then what if they're saying not enough good guys fought him? So he never got a chance to get caught because he.
Okay, so I know. So Khabib also fought Poirier.
I know.
He fought McGregor. He fought. Let's see.
Probably Masvidal at some point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a Diaz or two. I don't know.
Diaz's. I was trying to find the his. Normally, there's like a chart on Wikipedia that says who all he fought. But yeah, I mean, I think he fought his fair share of good people. Yeah. So Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, Rafael dos Anjos. I mean, I think he fought a bunch of good guys. And like, what's funny is you look through his like wins. So in 29 wins, you got first round, second round, first round, second round, first round, second round, first round, second round, first round, third round, third round, first round, first round, first round, first round, third round, second round, third round, fourth round, third round, second round.
Fight, yeah.
So like, I mean, dude's beating guys, the snot out of guys in the first and second round. Like, how can you not consider him one of the greats?
Were those third rounds decisions?
Some of them were.
Yeah.
And then some of them were.
I'm just making sure you didn't put out there that he's never went to a decision.
Oh, no. He's went to a decision.
Like.
No.
He finished all these in those rounds.
The first round ones and second round ones never went to decision.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dude, also, these Ukrainians are freaking bad A's.
Have you seen where most of those stories are made up?
Really?
Yeah.
Like
it's
people
propaganda.
I've seen some videos that
Snake Island was fake. That's the biggest one.
I didn't see much about that. I mean, I saw that, but I didn't put much stock into it.
Even like Shapiro and people have been like this. The Ukrainian president's saying a bunch of propaganda to get people fired up, and they're making up news stories to get the people fired up. It's propaganda. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just
it's not true. Okay.
I didn't put this in the notes or tell you about it. I legit bawled like a baby the other night because I found a video of
soldiers coming home.
No, a Ukrainian dad putting his wife and daughter on a train to leave the Ukraine, and he's staying to fight. And
it's propaganda, though.
Whatever, it worked. Dude, she was like a year older than Lana.
Yeah.
Have
you seen the video of the Texas man who was on the front lines? He made it over there
in the Ukraine.
Yeah. He was like, "We're gonna fight these Russians, dadgummit, these communists.
What, he got like an AR?
These Nazis. We're gonna fight them." He didn't have a gun in his hand, but he was standing next to all the which is a very good point. I've seen a tweet going around that said the reason every American should own an AR-15 is on the news right now.
Yeah,
because like Russia starts wanting to invade us,
or
you ain't got nothing to defend yourself with.
You get another Cuba situation, they land in Florida.
Yep.
They won't make it far in Florida, boy.
No, it was crazy, folks. That's, I think, probably why they haven't.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't want to mess with them.
Yeah. Who was the guy in Castro?
Yeah.
And it was like, thank God this didn't happen. Like, they're not wanting to attack the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad we didn't launch this bomb or we'd all be dust.
Yeah. Which could happen.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep. Which the funny things that have happened.
I've heard a lot of things though. Also that the Russian military isn't all it's cracked up to. Like it isn't what you think it is.
I was telling Anna's mom the other day that all these protests from the citizens of Russia, like,
there's protests.
The people in Russia don't want to go into Ukraine.
Oh, I'm sure they don't.
They don't.
It's all about power.
They don't want the war, and so like there's huge protests from citizens all over Russia to not be in Ukraine.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Putin's still pissed.
But what I was telling Anna's mom was that I don't know why in my head I thought every old lady had a pitchfork in Russia, and like they're just as liberal as we are. Especially like the millennials and the younger are like they're the same. They're colder, but
They're colder.
yeah,
They're definitely colder.
they eat more potatoes than we do. But other than that, they're just as like they're probably not just as social justice-y, but they're there.
Do you see where Kay Ivey asked for the immediate removal of Russian liquor from the ABC stores?
That's so dumb.
We freaking got them, dude.
Well,
We got them right where we
that
want 'em.
didn't, but I ran across this. So the International Taekwondo Association revoked Putin's black belt.
Nice.
Now we're on to
Now
something.
we got him. Yeah.
He's been stripped of his belt.
We're freaking.
He's got his pants down.
Yeah. What's he going to do?
Not much. He's going to shuffle wherever he's going, that's for sure. He's going to have to find a new belt.
Yeah. So, and then did you see where the president of Ukraine tweeted out to Elon Musk and said, while you try to colonize Mars, Russia tries to occupy the Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukraine's civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations to address sane Russians to stand. And Elon said, got it. And so Starlink service is now active in Ukraine.
Man, he's moved up my list.
Dude, he's a good dude.
I know. He's moved up my list big time.
Was it after you drove my car the other day that you were like,
No.
yeah, this guy knows what he's doing?
No, I was too nervous. I drove it, but I was nervous.
Yeah, well.
No, he just every time there's an Elon Musk article, he's doing something that's you read it and you're like, huh, that's pretty cool. Huh. If I had that much money, I'd do that too.
Yeah.
But he's actually doing the stuff that people talk about doing all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like him, man.
I like him. Make some gas cars, but other than that,
well, you need a gas car, dude. And so this is I'm gonna say this.
you about to talk about gas prices?
No,
Okay.
I mean kind of.
They're insane.
Well, when I had to have my Tesla in the shop to get fixed for like that 2 or 3 weeks, I had a gas powered car.
Did it feel like a horse and buggy?
I felt so inconvenienced by it. Now, I know this is a weird thing. I felt inconvenienced that I can't just plug my car up when I'm at home, when I'm not using it, and juice up. And then whenever I leave, I got my full charge and I'm good to go again. Yeah. Like I've got to go to a gas station and then I got to pump my gas. It's like, I mean, it does seem like semi-trivial, but like I've gotten used to that.
You
like,
need to go to Ukraine.
I know.
Get a reality check.
Me and that Texas guy.
Yeah. Throwing pocket knives.
Get these commies.
Running at the line with a pocket knife.
Yeah. So speaking about Russia, since we're on the topic of Russia, I saw, at first I didn't understand when people were talking about the whole China and China owns TikTok thing. Like I didn't understand it. It didn't make a lot of sense to me because it's like, so what if they own, like they've got our data, cool. But this,
you told me that every day since TikTok came out.
But this like makes it a little bit more. I get this would be a good, if somebody were to say this, it would make me go, oh, okay. It's a little eye opening. So this is a video from I can't remember this guy's name. This is a podcaster, comedian, but
that's why the TikTok thing was a big deal, because it was a social media platform we didn't create. So it's like, oh, we don't want some other country's tech influencing us, because apparently, like in China, the way that the algorithm works, it doesn't reward people doing stupid dances and like playing with their dog. The algorithm is rewarding things that they want to see their youth do. So people doing cool engineering, people doing cool science. But if you're China and you wanted to disrupt another country,
oh wow,
wouldn't you reward the dumbest possible on that app? Twerking, people doing stupid dances. You want the next level of youth to go, I can be famous doing something that's truly worthless to society. Yeah.
That's it. Like, you never said that to me. You were never like, oh, the algorithm is, no. Don't act like your mouth's wide open like you don't believe. No. No, you never said that. You never once said that.
I'm glad you've come to the realization that TikTok's not that fun.
Oh, TikTok's still fun.
It's not just fun.
Oh, it's not just a fun app?
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's...
I'm not a youth. I don't care about that stuff.
You've got one in your house.
My algorithm is full of cool stuff because that's the way that I got like war videos.
But most don't. Pal.
That's fine.
No,
They don't.
it's not fine.
Instagram reels are the same thing, so don't act like
I get
and
you.
you watch Instagram reels.
Yeah.
Don't look at me from your high horse looking down on me as a peasant. Like you don't do it too.
Specifically TikTok, I'll just say, told you so.
Okay.
What else you got?
So this also goes along with Russia. So the China, not Russia. The Chinese government is rewriting the Bible with communist principles, watchdog group warns.
That is going to be a great idea.
Yeah, so I'll read through this article real quick. A spokesperson for the Christian prosecution watchdog group, the Voices of the Martyrs, warned that the Chinese government is currently attempting to rewrite the Word of God in accordance with communist values. The project that the Chinese Communist Party announced in 2019, at the time, they said it would be about a 10-year process to release the new translation of the Bible. He noted that the reimagined scriptures would include a variety of principles, including Confucianism, and Buddhism. The new translation would work really to support the Communist Party. In a recent post on Facebook, VOM pointed out that the CPP's
That's China's Populist Party or something.
revisions of the Bible will include core socialist values and the removal of passages that do not reflect communist beliefs. One example of the changes was revealed in a high school textbook released in September of 2020. In the textbook, the CCP had changed several verses in John 8. The VOM said in a social media post, as the biblical story goes, Jesus forgives an adulterous woman despite the Pharisees caused to stone her to death under the Mosaic law. The CCP's translation, however, alters the story where Christ ends up stoning the woman as he admitted, I am also a sinner. They told FaithWire that he found it shocking that the rewritten passages diminishes Jesus' divinity.
Oh, we've been doing that since the day he died.
In one sense, it's just so arrogant to think I'm going to rewrite the story of Jesus, but then you think about denying the deity of Christ. If Jesus is a sinner, then he is not God. He went on to note that the purpose of the revisions is to demonstrate the CCP's attempt to lessen Christianity's influence among its citizens. The issue for the Chinese Communist Party is control. It's always been about control. And they see the Christian message as something that would take away from the Communist Party. They added that the Chinese government's goal is for the people to wake up every day and ask, how can I serve the party? How can I be a good communist today? So why wouldn't you do that? The VOM hopes to send more copies of God's word to fellow believers in China. That's one of the reasons why Voices of the Martyrs and other groups are so committed to delivering Bibles to China, even smuggling Bibles into China because it's not available. One of the things I hope that this new translation, it will backfire and people will wonder why is it so important for the Chinese government to retranslate the Bible and change this. Voice of the Martyrs, along with other religious freedom groups, recently urged believers to boycott the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics due to the persecution of Christians and religious minorities.
You just read that whole thing, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
That's good.
I skipped some parts where it was
I
like,
read
this
along with
person
you.
says this.
You kept
and this.
Nettleson's name out of it a lot. That was good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to say much. The Bible says clearly don't add or take out.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're much worried about that, though.
No, they're not. I mean, they're going to hell, so.
Uh,
Currently.
yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, more than likely.
Bold. Yeah, if you're rewriting the Bible to make Jesus not Jesus,
Yeah.
I would assume.
Well, it's just crazy. Like the
If
real
you were
version
to get hit
is
by a rock
yeah.
as you were changing the deity of Jesus, probably not going to see him.
Yeah. It's funny that it changed that much where it was like, hey, we're not going to stone this woman because
Yeah, that's so
all
dumb.
of you have committed sin. And then he's like, in this version, he's like, you freaking sinner, I'm going to beat you upside the head with a rock.
'Cause
I'm
I
also
am
a sinner.
too.
Yeah.
And if you were to do that with anything else, even like a fiction book,
Harry Potter.
and change it mid-story, people reading the front end are like, it just, you can't change. That's so stupid. I get what they're doing because there's like 1 million people a day become Christians in China underground, and that's ruining the government.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like 1 million a day who are willing to die for it.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. You speak for yourself.
I did. Just kidding.
Yeah. It didn't surprise me when I read it just because.
I said I was kidding, by the way. I didn't say I was kidding loud enough. As I said everything else, I was kidding.
It didn't surprise me that China's doing it.
No.
But it's just.
They'll cut your head off if they find you with a Bible. Why wouldn't they change the one and like just start handing them out?
Yeah, they're like, hey, actually, you
You
guys
know
can
what?
have the Bible.
Not that one.
We're being silly.
Take one of these.
This is so silly of us.
Yeah.
Also, Buddha's in the Bible.
Yeah, and Confucianism.
Yeah.
Confucianism.
Yeah.
That's great. Fantastic. Thank you,
Yep.
China.
Thank you, China.
But we're no better. We've got some nice industry here.
Yeah, sure.
Like the one I found for you. It's a restaurant. Do you want me to pull the video up?
Yeah,
And put
you
it in the
ate
middle?
here for free this
I
weekend,
did not
didn't you?
eat. No, Jesus, man, no.
Weigh 350 pounds eats free in Heart Attack Restaurant.
She didn't make it.
And she's pissed, too.
And, well, she just got on a scale and showed everybody in public she weighed 300 pounds.
And then you can't.
So
So
this
it-
is a
yeah.
restaurant. It's called the Heart Attack Grill. I think I need to know where this is. Heart Attack Grill. And there's a big giant like bovine scale.
Well, yeah.
It's just some kind of industrial scale at the front door of the restaurant
Yep.
with a giant LED ticker at the top that it weighs you. And if you weigh 350 pounds, why are you staring at me like that?
I thought of a. Keep going.
If you weigh 350 pounds, you eat for free.
Yeah. There's a.
And I'm about to find it's in Las Vegas.
That makes sense. That reminds me of another video that I saw. We might have talked about it on the podcast before, where it was these two women who were so big they couldn't have a scale to weigh them, and so they went to a recycling center, and they had to walk on the scale. And the guy was like, "Well, the good news is I could give you, about $100 for what you got. The bad news is." They're like 600 pounds.
You know what their logo is? Their mantra is at the restaurant?
Yeah.
Fighting anorexia since 2005.
Goodness gracious, people. Let's figure this out.
Do we want to add a picture of the menu? Just you to see a picture of this menu. Of course, it's all like drawings and stuff of the food.
Gosh. That's just I'd like to see their serving sizes.
You know they're big. It's called the Heart Attack Grill. Oh man. The sextuple bypass burger. Add 30 bacon slices for $5. That's an add-on. A deep fried hot dog, hoagie with bacon, and then just all the shakes you could ever imagine.
Of course.
So it's a big old burger joint. Cash only.
Cash only. Because they're not going to live long enough to be able to use that money to wait for the deposit to go into their bank account.
And then at the bottom it says plus an 8.25% tax for our wasteful government to squander. That's what it says.
For our wasteful government to squander.
As you eat
As you're getting people.
Octuple bypass burger, add 40 slices of bacon. You can get it for about $32.
Man, what a deal.
8 layers of meat and 40 slices of bacon.
That's pretty on par with Vegas pricing, though.
That top one, the octuple.
Yeah.
40 slices of bacon.
And octuple would be 8 pieces of meat.
Yeah,
8 pieces of
patties.
meat. 8 patties and then 40.
And lettuce, tomato, and cheese. And chili.
What are they doing?
They're eating.
So this is those people need help.
Yes.
And speaking of help, people needing help. I saw a video this weekend that was so we'll just watch the video real quick.
All right.
Everybody knows what to yell when you're being attacked. Say it with me now.
Help.
If you said help, you're a man.
So apparently women
Don't say help.
no, they say fire.
No, they don't.
That's what literally all of the comments or fire.
For anything?
If you need help, they say fire catches attention more than help does.
To a firefighter?
I'm
To
just,
an
I'm
arson?
just-
I don't know.
and I've had people who've told me this before too. Now that I'm thinking
Really?
about it, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail, but yes. I've had people that have told me that when they were growing up, their parents taught them yell fire, not help.
What do you yell?
If it was me,
Yeah.
somebody's coming, I'd call this man an ambulance is probably what I would yell. This other guy needs some help now is what I would yell.
Depends on how big he is. No?
Wrap him up like a pretzel.
Unless what if he does jujitsu?
Oh, then we're gonna be battling it out for a while.
You're dehydrated, by the way. Your vein is sunk in, not out.
I think my veins are always sunk in.
Well, then you're always dehydrated.
Where are your veins at?
Somewhere. They're in there.
I don't
in
think
there.
that's a dehydrated
I'm
thing.
dehydrated. I'm probably
That's not a
dehydrated.
dehydrated thing.
Yeah, it is. When they go in, not out.
No.
I promise.
I
You
ain't
drink a
never heard
buttload of
that.
water, you'll be veined out like a stinking.
Well, you got to take a bunch of creatine too.
You don't have to.
Yeah. So what
I'm yelling help.
I want to hear what other people have to say about this.
I've never heard that in my life. Anna says help when she needs help in the house.
I would hope that your wife.
Or if she drops something or she's about to drop something and she needs like it's not.
I think this is like somebody's attacking you. What do you yell?
I hear you.
It's not.
I'm just
in my
saying.
house. If Meg started yelling fire every time the baby started crying and she needed help, we would have some talks.
I don't think women yell fire. I've never heard that before. I've never heard that outside.
I mean, I've never heard it from anybody saying it, but
No. I don't believe that. But it is what it is.
yeah. So, have you watched Love Is Blind?
Yes. Both seasons.
Gross.
Yeah.
Um,
Technically the last episode of this season's not up yet, but it's the reunion.
yeah. So, apparently, there is some racism
In Love Is Blind?
in race. Yeah, in Love Is Blind.
Hold on. Okay. So out of the 5 couples, one was black, one was Indian, or like Pakistani Indian. You drink water slow. And you burped mid-drink. I'm about to show you something.
I was waiting on you to talk.
Oh, I was waiting on you
Trying
to
to get you
finish.
to keep talking.
Well, you was making too much noise with that gurgling over there, and you'd be coughing through all my talk right now. I want to know how it's racist.
Black couple, Indian couple,
3 white couples.
3 white couples.
One of them was Hispanic. No, it's the most least racist thing. There's a black couple, a Hindu couple, and a Spanish couple.
Okay.
And then 2 white couples. And then one of the white couples is a Chinese woman or an Asian woman and a white guy.
I'm just telling you. The show's racist.
Against white folks.
No.
Well, we can talk about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, how's it racist?
Indian American couple from Love is Blind.
Shaken
Not so
deep.
blind when it comes to race and attraction.
This one dude? No. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
So,
And I'm not defending the show at all. I think it's stupid. But
look, whatever, dude.
the premise is dumb.
Yeah, well,
Making them get married in a month is dumb. If it was just like find your partner, like your boyfriend or girlfriend from the show, and y'all like create a relationship, that would be cool, but not as dramatic.
yeah, but I mean, that's kind of like everything, isn't it? Like,
They end with a marriage that people don't care about marriage anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't for sure. So
I care about mine.
that's not what I heard you say earlier.
You didn't hear me say anything other than that earlier.
I'm just kidding. So the Love is Blind season 2 finale airs tomorrow, which this was 6 days ago, so it's already out.
Yeah, the finale,
and
the marriages, the weddings.
People wonder whether one of the show's most popular couples, Indian couple,
Shake and Deep D. Just go with that. That's their name.
Shake and Deep D, will say "I do" at the altar.
They don't.
Shake confessed on several occasions that he did not feel physically attracted to Deep D, and compared his feelings toward her as an aunt, despite finding nothing wrong with her appearance or personality.
That he said.
The two originally bond over a shared culture, but repeatedly mentioned throughout the series that they had never dated people of any other ethnicity but white. As many social media users have brought up, this seems to point to the larger issue of internalized racism.
Internalized.
Yeah, in which people organize adopted racial hierarchical. Sure. Often based on stereotypes or conceptions. In these rankings, white racial identities most always being a level of prestige or high status.
Nice. It's good to know that now.
Yeah. In the show, 15 men and 15 women spent their first week doing one-on-one sessions in their pods separated by a wall so they could not see each other's faces after a romantic vacation, moving in together and meeting each other's families all in the span of 3 weeks. Couples then meet at an altar in the final episodes and are given the choice to go through with the wedding and be married or break up. The show's cast is more ethnically diverse.
Ethically, too.
Ethically diverse than its previous season, with the addition of its first Asian American couple and Black American couple. Despite the show's original intent of encouraging couples to fall in love, irrespective of race, class, and appearances, it is clear that these categories not only make their way into the relationships, but play a role in how they initiate attraction. How the initial attraction plays out. When the 31-year-old Indian American Deep D entered the pods with 33-year-old American Indian
Shake.
He immediately identified her as Indian by her name right off the bat. He confessed that all of his previous relationship partners have all been blonde. Deep D laughed and responded, "I also go for the blondes. I've actually only ever dated white guys." The two immediately connected as brown people that only date white people. A HuffPost article previously noted that they are proudly claimed on this profile. In one sense, the attraction demonstrates two people deeply connecting over a shared life experience. However, as many social media users have brought up, it also clearly is an example of how racism, even self-inflicted, inevitably manifests itself in a lot of relationships.
And sometimes works.
Shake is, and then this is a meme where it's like a girl's like this, like, Shake isn't attracted to Deepti because she's not white. The more I think about Abishki, the more mad I get. Like, he's really a grown A man telling people to call him Shake and has the unmitigated gall to say Deepti isn't attractive to him and reminds him of an ant. Decolonize your mind and for real, man. Shake doesn't deserve Deepti. He's way too superficial, and let's be honest, he wants a white woman. Internalized racism refers to both a conscious and subconscious acceptance of racial hierarchical systems. And these rankings, white racial identities almost always bring a level of prestige and high status. And internalized racism often affects people, how people perceive themselves and their own value in society by establishing themselves as not only desirable to a white partner, but also being able to exclusively date white partners. Both Deepti and Shake perhaps signal to the bigger issue of how race dating partners comes with certain perceived status. So the show you like is racist. So just tell me.
Sure. I hate this place.
Internalized racism.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
Yeah.
And everybody in it.
Well, you live here.
I'm pissed.
So. You're pissed.
That, I don't care about this show, but
You've just seen every episode.
them coming together and like bonding over only dating white folks was 8 seconds of that show. And it was funny and not tense and nobody was offended because they were both joking about it and it was fine.
Yeah.
So that article is stupid.
Well, it's a bunch of people, though. It's not just the article. I mean, the article was written because...
It says social media users.
Yeah.
That could be 2.
Well, I saw 4.
So. Oh, shit. Well, 4. Never mind. They are racist. Yeah, I'm wrong. 4 people on the internet
Yeah.
said something about it?
Yeah.
That's less than talked about our weaponized incompetence.
That's true.
We're more popular than Netflix.
Yeah, man. And what did you see? There's a girl on there that was like a super Christian girl, but then she was
Her
like,
name's Shayna, and she's a hairdresser.
but
She's not really.
She's not. Yeah, she was talking about
She's a hoe.
getting railed and stuff.
She's a hoe.
Yeah.
But she broke off her engagement with an atheist because
He's an atheist.
they got engaged, knowing that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought she
They
was
almost fought through the wall in the pod
yeah. I've seen only that episode.
where they fight back and forth about being
Being a Christian or being atheist, and she eventually just like stops talking to him and like walks out or something.
and then he
That's all I've ever
proposes
seen.
and she says yes. And then in Mexico where they all go for like the getaway vacation thing, she leaves. You got that all over me.
That's how I feel about that.
You should.
That's ridiculous.
That
Also, that is
I know, I saw where
right
it
side up,
landed.
baby. Right side up.
good thing it didn't run down your golf bag.
Yeah, because I use it so much.
I know, that's what I mean. So yeah, she's not a representative of us though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't claim her, but she did break it off with him. And that dude, and now of course there's like he cheats on everybody he's ever met. He looks like the Antichrist. Like if I had to guess,
He looks like Joel Osteen.
yeah, no, he's no, but he started out cool because he was like a construction worker. Everybody else is like an engineer in some kind of tech industry or sales,
And he's like
He's a construction worker.
blue collar guy.
and a staunch atheist and thinks Christians are idiots.
Well,
But yeah,
me and him probably agree on some things. I
Maybe.
also agree that a lot of Christians are idiots.
I do too. But he thinks Christianity is stupid
Yeah.
too. But
Yeah.
so we differ a little bit. But yeah. So good. That shows maybe they won't do a season 3.
Yeah. So I've got some would you rathers for you.
Ooh, all right. Let's go.
Okay. Not being not being married. This is pre-marriage days. So theoretically, you would have been in your prime at some point. Would you rather be a contestant on The Bachelor or Survivor?
Survivor.
I go back and forth because I think for me, being on The Bachelor would be fun.
I would rather do that.
I also think
I would be on The Bachelor very long, though.
that's what. So I think just based on
Because I wouldn't make out with her.
well,
And so she'd kick me off.
that's not the thing that I would think that would. I think that the way that I would do it is I would like roll in and just like be eating the whole time. Like all these guys are like starting drama and stuff, and I'm just over there in the corner like eating the buffet.
The funny,
and then,
gregarious guy.
yeah, and then I would start starting stuff between guys too.
No.
I'd be like, "Hey, dude, Gary told Shawanda that you have a small penis."
Oh.
That's what
See,
he told
I
her.
thought you were
That's
going to
what.
start drama just between the guys.
Oh no.
Tony said your try workout was lame. And like,
Yeah.
see what happens there.
Yeah, Tony said you're skipping leg days.
Scott works with your sister's cousin, which I guess would still be his cousin.
Your sister's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said you don't own that car.
Scott works with your sister's brother.
Yeah.
Your brother.
I know Anthony's aunt. He ain't all that's cracked up to be.
But
I wouldn't want to do the Survivor stuff.
I
live
there'd be a
outside
lot.
and crap.
Or the like, hey, go stand on a plank or a post in the middle of the
Or do a
woods.
big obstacle course and all.
I ain't got time for all that, man.
Y'all got to play.
Yeah.
Y'all got to play rugby in the sand.
But I think the way that I would play The Bachelor, nobody would like me.
They'd keep you.
I would be the villain of that season because I've seen some of the stuff.
Eating.
Well, I'd be jacked a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell
so
me.
would I then. And
Yeah.
I'd look better.
Yeah.
And she'd pick me.
Well, no,
And
I'm
then
just
I'd be on
saying
the show
this
the
was
whole
in your prime. So like I haven't always had this little
Yeah.
gut.
The satchel.
Yeah, pooch, as you will.
I thought you were going to say Putin again. We were going back to Russia.
But yeah, I've seen enough episodes of The Bachelor that after I said that to somebody, I was like, this one guy in this one season, that's all he did. And like in my head,
stir the pot.
Yeah, in
And
my
you'd
head, I'd be the
pot-
funny guy.
Josh the pot stirrer. And maybe you'd get a shot
I'd
on
have-
like Big Brother or something.
I'd have so many people hating me.
And see, the stupid thing about Survivor is like you could do everything right and and then get kicked off because you're too nice.
Yeah.
And like stuff
yeah.
like that by some goofus used car salesman from Long Island who's on the other team.
Hey, they know you, man. Okay, so people said
Bachelor.
more people said Survivor.
Oh, you put yours up on the thing.
Huh?
Is this a thing or you
This
did
is
a
a
poll?
this is a post on a somebody else's.
I thought you did some polls.
No. Would you rather scream at full volume when you speak
Nope.
or run at full speed when you move?
We've done this one.
We did?
Yeah, I've done this one to you plenty of times.
Well, you wouldn't make it
Would
very
you rather
far.
yell or run?
Would you rather have Justin Timberlake style frosted tips
From
or
the
a bowl
90s.
cut?
Can I do anything to the bowl cut? Can't fade it down. So
Bowl
it's
cut.
Just Jason's haircut.
It's a bowl. It's a bowl cut.
I just kidding. He doesn't have a bowl cut anymore. He did.
Yeah, he
that one
did.
time.
He did.
I'll never forget that one he
Yeah,
had.
he stayed at my mom's house for the weekend.
I'm not doing frosted tips.
You don't have a bowl cut?
I'm not doing frosted tips.
Bro.
What are you doing?
I'll probably have the tips, man. A bowl cut looks gross.
If you walked into anywhere with frosted tips and somebody knew you, they'd be like, "What bet did you lose?" Every day, and that's for the rest of your life. That hairstyle. Frosted
bowl
tips
cut?
Frosted tips might come back.
A bowl cut ain't never coming back.
Frosted tips, you could probably get away with frosted tips. Can I just shave my head?
No. It's one of the two.
Bowl cut.
Okay.
Just wear
Most
a
people
hat.
said frosted tips.
I'm sure. I would too, probably.
You're in a room full of spiders for 1 hour.
What else you got? What else you got?
No.
Oh, there's
Listen.
Oh.
Would you rather have the lights on or off for that hour?
What do we mean full? Your garage.
Full of spiders.
What is full? Like waist deep?
No, like they're all
There's
on the ground.
But so the ground is completely covered in
We'll
spiders.
say it's an infestation
of spiders.
of spiders.
What kind of spiders?
Granddaddy long legs.
Oh, we're fine.
Well, but would you? I don't know. I don't know.
On.
Okay. 75% of people said on.
I'm more scared of the enemy I can't see than the enemy I can. It's a quote from somebody smart.
Would you rather eat a man-sized bean or a bean-sized man?
Bean-sized man. Is he cooked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would eat a man.
Did I take him?
Huh?
Did I like abduct him and eat him like an ogre? Or am I...
Well, he's a bean-sized man.
I know, but like, you think about that old Jack Black movie. You know what I'm talking about? Gulliver's Travels, where he's giant.
Yeah.
Is it like that, where I've come across these little people?
I don't know. There's a bean-sized man sitting on your plate, or there's a man-sized bean next
Well, I
to you.
can't eat it. I got to eat the whole bean? What happens if I don't finish?
Well, man, I'm sure you got time to finish. I don't
want to eat a man-sized bean.
I don't want to eat a man.
I'll deep fry
You
him.
just murdered somebody.
See, that's what I was asking. Did I like abduct him and I'm a monster? Or
Well, he's a bean-sized man on your plate, and he's
But
like,
did he-
please don't eat me.
Oh, well, you didn't see.
And there's a gun to your head, and they're like, you got to eat one of them.
Then the man-sized bean,
Okay.
I guess. See, you added all that in after. But if he died of natural causes and he gave his body up to science or whatever,
Why would he give his body to
I don't
science
know.
for you to eat?
Deep fry him. I asked too many questions. That's why I don't do good with would you rather's.
So, that's not a good one. That's not.
Yeah.
Some of these are just like a little like perverted,
Oh.
and so
Most of the ones I run across are be like, would you give up rap music or R&B and like stuff like that?
would you rather let a guilty person go free or send an innocent person to jail?
Depends on what they did. What's the crime?
We'll say both times is murder.
I would rather the murderer go free than to imprison an innocent man. That's two crimes I committed then by letting the guy go and putting another guy in prison. And I know he didn't do it. We'll let the guy walk.
Let the guy walk.
Catch him the next time. Is he close to me?
It's me.
Is it in another state? Because it'd be a lot easier.
I have one thing that I want to talk about that I keep forgetting to talk about, and I'm gonna put it in. No, I'm
Okay,
gonna put
next
it in the
time.
notes for next time. But it upsets me every time that I don't talk about it because this has been going on for 3 months now.
Okay, good.
Because I've had a baby and I want to talk about it, but Meg thinks I'm a monster.
That you
for it.
wish you could breastfeed?
No, Meg thinks I'm a monster for saying it, but
All right. I can't wait to hear what it is.
I'm putting it in the notes now so that I'll remember.
Is that all the time we got?
Yeah, unless you want to say something.
We're good.
Okay.
I was just going to end. Guys, episode 97. We're getting up there
We got 100 coming up.
in a month. 3 weeks.
We'll see what we're
We
gonna
got to
do.
figure it out. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for letting us into your hearts and minds and your places of work and your homes.
And your butts.